Hey everyone, so welcome to my course on multiple integration. Today I'm going to discuss with you a very nice, or I will say interesting example that is related to the Fubini's theorem. Okay, so till now if you have seen my lectures, what we know that if I want to integrate a function, say f of xy is a function, and if I want to integrate this function over a region R, then I have two ways. Either I can integrate in the order dx dy, or I can do the integration in the order dy dx. And we have seen that to integrate in any order, you always get the same answer thanks to Fubini. So he is the person who proved that to integrate in any order, you always get the same answer. But here is a catch. Suppose if I take this example over here, f of xy equal to x square minus y square upon x square plus y square whole square. And suppose if I want to integrate this function over the region, say let's take a square 0 1 comma 0 1. Suppose this is my region R. I want to integrate this function over this region. So x is 0 to 1, y is 0 to 1, because how do you find the limits of x? You draw the line parallel to y-axis. So it is entering from 0 and it is leaving from 1. So the limits of y are 0 to 1 and limits of x are again 0 to 1, because when you project on x-axis you get the segment 0 to 1. Now this I have, and this is what? X square minus y square upon x square plus y square whole square, and let's choose the order dy dx. Okay, let's try to solve this. How to solve this? Seems to be difficult. Okay, so since it's difficult to solve over here, let's take the help of a software. Okay, so let's go and take the help of calculator to solve our problem. So now here, once you go to Google, just type double integration calculator and you will have plenty of calculators. You can use whichever you like. So for example, let's go for this one. There's nothing special, but yeah. Now what to do is, here you enter the function. So what was our function? The function was x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square, its whole square. Okay, and what were the limits? So the limits of x were 0 comma 1 and the limits of y were also 0 comma 1. So here is y is written at the start. That means what? We will first integrate with respect to y first, and x is later. That means we will integrate with respect to x later on. So let's try to see. So if I click calculate over here, calculating, so answer is pi by 4. Okay, good. Let's reverse the order. Okay, you can see over here the answer is pi by 4. Okay, let's reverse the order. If I take x first and then if we take y, then let's see what's happening. Calculate, and answer comes out to be minus pi by 4. So you see, if you're reversing the order, the answer is getting changed. Okay, let's go back to the whiteboard. So you saw the answer. So are you shocked? With this order we got pi by 4, whereas with this order we got the answer minus pi by 4. So now where is the catch? Why does this example does not contradict Fubini's theorem? So at this moment you are supposed to pause the video and tell me the answer in the comment section without looking other comments. Okay, but okay, so the answer over here is Fubini's theorem says, what does your Fubini theorem says? It says that if your function is continuous, very important word which usually students ignore. If f is continuous over the rectangle a less equal x less equal b, c less equal y less equal d, in that case you integrate in any order, you always get the same answer. So here that means your function here should not be continuous over the given region R, and that is the correct fact. If you observe, the function is not defined at 0 0, or in other sense, if I try to find the limit xy approaching 0 0 of the given function, then it does not exist. And how do you prove that? If you again recall my playlist on on functions of several variables, there we have seen how to show that limit does not exist. So you choose a path. Now since I want to approach origin, we know that there are infinitely many ways to approach the origin. There are infinitely many ways to approach the origin. So let's approach a simple way. Let's approach along the positive x-axis. So when I'm approaching along x-axis, what is my y? Y is 0. So this is x square minus 0 upon x square plus 0 whole square. And what is this? This is limit x going to 0, 1 upon x square, which is infinite. So therefore limit does not exist at 0, 0. Therefore function is not continuous. Since limit does not exist, hence function is not continuous at origin. Therefore this function is not continuous over the given square, over this region R, and therefore Fubini's theorem cannot be applied. Okay, so always be careful when you apply Fubini's theorem. Your function has to be continuous, then only you can say that interchanging the order does not affect the answer. So if you like this example and you understood the lecture, do not forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you.